Good, everyone? It's Mikey T, the movie star. I had to jump back on here because in the middle of my exclusive premiere, I had jumped on here to report the news that happened to King Von the other night at an Atlanta lounge at about 3 a.m. when an altercation happened with him. King Von was shot and in critical condition, and I came here to report that. And in the middle of my live, it actually came out. The news came out that King Von has actually passed away. So I wanted to come on here and speak on that and just give everybody a major update on the situation. Last night in Atlanta, a whole situation broke out like under 12 hours ago. You know, a lot of people haven't even responded to this. A lot of people don't want to believe what's going on right now with King Von. He was such a bright talent. He was such a, you know what I mean? He had such a good heart when it comes to the music industry. I know that because I saw him perform twice in person. You know what I mean? I could see the way that he really interacted with the people. I could see the connection that he actually had with the people. You know what I mean? And that was evident by the record sales that came out for his Welcome to O-Block album. You know what I mean? He really superseded all the expectations. He was Durk's biggest artist to ever come out, you know what I mean? And now to read the reports that he's actually gone at the young age of 26 years old, it's just heartbreaking, you know what I mean? It's nothing else than heartbreaking when you see an amazing talent, a flourishing talent in hip-hop taken away from us. I wanted to read what DJ Academics actually posted on his Instagram. I heard one of his homies actually went live on the Shade Room and spoke on the situation. Right now, a lot of people are talking about this. Right now, everyone's just trying to wrap their brain around it, to be honest. You know what I mean? It's a shocking situation when you wake up and you hear about something like this. You know what I mean? Because there's people out there who wanted an opportunity to meet Von. There's people out there who wanted an opportunity to buy more music and see more videos from him. So that's why it's so shocking to all of us, because we're never going to get to see him live out the life, his dream life that little Durk and, you know, all of you, all of the fans actually made possible for Von. So this is actually what DJ Academics had to say. And, you know, this just made my heart drop when I read this on Academics' page. You know what I mean? After reading all the other people like Say Cheese and Adam22 posting that he was in critical condition, and, you know, obviously all the hopes and prayers are there. But DJ Academics actually had this to say. He said, "It's with great sadness that I have to confirm that King Von has passed away. I spoke with his manager, who luckily has survived being shot and is currently recovering in the hospital, however. Von's manager did not confirm that Von was shot and did not make it. Von's manager did confirm that Von was shot and Von did not make it. R.I.P. to King Von." This is a message that DJ Academics posted, and this is an actual confirmation from King Von's manager, who was also shot. You know, a couple people were shot on the scene. A couple people passed away, and unfortunately, King Von is one of them that passed away. Another rising star has been taken away from us, you guys. My mixtape reported that King Von has reportedly died from his injuries sustained in the shooting this morning. Rest in paradise to a young king. Everyone is really just taken back by this news that we've got. You know what I mean? We're going to see a lot of well wishes come out for King Von in the next couple days, you guys. You know, we're going to see a lot of well wishes come out for King Von in the next couple days. We'll probably see a statement from Little Durk as soon as he can get himself together to make a statement. You got to understand, Little Durk's friendship with King Von, like, they stood the test of time together. Little Durk stood by King Von when he fought charges, when he sat in jail, not even knowing if he was going to have a music career. You know what I mean? Like, Little Durk stood by King Von. He put the bag behind King Von. You know what I mean? Just like he did with other people like Newski and Rondo. And King Von flourished. King Von actually took it to another level with his music. Some people out there say that King Von had one of the most catchy flows they had ever heard. People were really loving the flow that he used on Crazy Story. And it's ridiculous that just like others that have been taken from us too early, that now King Von has been taken from us too early. And we're not going to see his career we're not going to be able to see his career expand like it should have. We're not going to see all the moves and all the relationships that he was in. You know what I mean? And see all the love that, like, we saw it when he was dating Asian the Brat. We saw his love life. So we got to know King Von to a certain degree. You know what I mean? We saw him come up from being behind Little Durk and being the guy who not many people knew to being the guy that could change his appearance. He dyed his hair like Durk. You know what I mean? He got out of that street image that, you know, like that contained him for so many years. But with this happening, you guys, you really got to look at the whole game. You really got to look at hip hop as a whole, and you got to say, why? Why does this have to happen? How come a flourishing artist that's out there changing the lives of so many people has to face something like this happening to him? You know, people have said it. Ja Rule said it in an interview before. No other genre of music faces such difficulties like hip-hop. Ja Rule said you wouldn't expect somebody like Justin Timberlake, who was a pop star, to have to walk around with a switchblade, something that Ja said that he actually carried around with him. You know what I mean? You look at the differences between artists, but then you got to look at the area that they're in. Chicago, we all know, is one of the most violent areas for hip-hop. You know, we've seen a lot of tragedy come out of Chicago, especially with the GBE. Especially with Glory Boys and all of their affiliates, ranging from, you know, Fredo Santana with his Savage Clique, Little Reese with his connections, now Little Durk with OTF. We've witnessed death in jail. You know what I mean? I just wish the best for King Von's family. I wish the best for everybody that was affected in this situation that happened at the nightclub in Atlanta. You know what I mean? These guys were so far from home. Even though I know they've probably taken up residence in Atlanta. You know what I mean? They made a new home in Atlanta because Atlanta is one of the best places to be when you're trying to be in the music industry. You know what I mean? Atlanta is the place to be. That's why people like Little Durk and King Von find themselves in Atlanta. And, you know, they're thriving and networking because guys like these, they get like Moneybagg Yo actually jumped on King Von's new album. So everybody that's watching this, if you haven't purchased the album, welcome to O Block. If you haven't streamed it, go stream it. Go stream that album. Go listen to King Von on his debut album in what a lot of people call him in his prime. You know, King Von came out of jail with a plan, and he never slowed down. So I want to send my condolences to the family of King Von. I want to send my condolences to all the friends and the family of King Von, because this is truly a sad day in hip-hop. It's truly a sad day because this young man, he came up and he did a line that 50 said that a lot of people live by. If I ain't rich by 26, I'll be dead or in jail. King Von was rich at 26. King Von had made it at 26. Why did this have to happen to King Von? When is this going to stop? When is this going to stop? People taking out their frustrations on others over jealousy. When is it going to stop? King Von changed the lives of so many people within his camp. You know, I'm going to hold his name high. I'm going to remember his name greatly. He holds a lot of honor to me in hip-hop. Before we get out of here, guys, I want everyone watching to tap in with Ooey Magazine. That's right. Ooey Magazine is a dope new print magazine, but also digital. And every single person watching this video, the first 20 to DM Ooey Magazine, send your email, send your P.O. box or an address. You will get a free copy of this magazine. It's the #1 men's magazine in prison. That's right. So you can get a copy for yourself, or if you got a loved one locked up, get them a copy. Pick them up. 6 issues actually, because it's a bi-monthly magazine. That means 6 issues a year. Ooey Magazine is going to stay doing their thing. And also, if you have a friend or a family member locked up, I want you to tap in with Non-StopConnections.com. Let me tell you a little bit about Non-Stop Connections. Non-Stop Connections is the perfect place to meet not so perfect people with good hearts. Non-Stop Connections is a pen pal correspondence service that helps incarcerated men find positive people and new friends to communicate with while serving their debt to society. We are also actively involved in helping inmates find employment, positive programming, and housing when available in their area upon their release. It's www.nonstopconnections.com. You guys tap in with it, because Non-Stop Connections actually promotes Ooey Magazine. That's right, Ooey Magazine is a joint that's the #1 men's magazine in prison. Also, if you're recently released from jail, if you were recently incarcerated, grab Ooey Magazine as well, because there's a lot of notes in there, a lot of different things in there to help the, adjustment to society. That's why I support Ooey Magazine and NonStop Connections. Everybody on here that wants to follow me on the gram, it's Mikey T _ the movie star. Everybody who follows me based on this video is going to get the immediate follow back. I support everyone that follows me, whether you're a newcomer or if you've been watching me for 10 years and you just made an Instagram. Follow me on there so we can stay in tune with one another. If you want to come on the channel to do an exclusive interview, or if you want to come on the channel to drop a music video and do a premiere, we can do that as well. I'm also open to people coming on the channel to talk. If you guys want to come on the channel and do an exclusive commentary, we can do that as well. But I'm doing this video right now with a very heavy heart because of what has happened to King Von. A major talent has been taken away from the music industry. My heart is with his family. My heart is with his fans right now. R.I.P. to King Von, one of the best to ever do it from Chicago, without a doubt.